do you both together?
Do together,
Okay.
yeah, because
All
we're father, son,
So-
father, daughter.
Father, daughter.
It's father, daughter.
Hi.
Hello,
How are you?
Hi.
So, what's your name?
Sam.
Sam and
Richard.
Richard. And you are father, daughter?
That's right.
And
No, father, daughter. No.
father. Okay, right. And what kind of art do you do, Sam?
I just draw a lot. I mean, I'm trying painting a little, but I mostly draw.
And that's what you're going to put in the show?
A lot of drawings, yeah.
Okay. Is this your first sideshow?
No, I was in it last year.
Okay. And but you've been to other sideshows before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been doing art?
Since I was like really little,
Oh.
like just messing around when I was like 5.
Kind of runs in the family?
Yeah.
She's a
Okay.
Stiver student.
Oh,
She
okay.
didn't say that.
Uh-huh. School for the Arts.
That's right.
Oh, good, good.
That's it.
And what kind of art do you do?
Our visual art.
Okay. And is your art up yet?
It will be up in just some, and momentarily. We're putting it up tonight.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll get some shots of it too.
I hope so.
And how long have you been doing the sideshow?
I've been doing it since the third one.
Third one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how long have you been doing art?
Since my teenage years is when I really got involved. I did some, of course, as a kid, but then I started actually creating art and art pieces in my teenage years.
Anything else either of you want to say?
Well, come on out to the sideshow. It's going to be good. If you're watching this while you're here, I hope you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
Great.
What he said.
Great. Thank you.
Carolyn.
Carolyn Thompson. And what kind of art do you do?
I do mostly sculpture and I do jewelry.
Jewelry?
I do a little bit of jewelry. It's not. This is the only piece that's here.
Okay.
But I'm gonna be bringing more later.
And is this clay? And you don't just do clay. Is this metal yours also?
Yeah, I do metal. I haven't tried woodworking yet, but I'd like to do that too.
Okay.
And this is one of my metal sculptures, and this is another one. And then I have a really big ladder piece over there.
Okay. And how long have you been doing sculpture?
This year.
This is your first year?
Yeah, I do art at SideShow. Yeah, my mom and I are going to share a space. She's going to have big lockers, and I'm just going to put these on the sides.
I'm Sarah McLean, and this is my photography.
Uh-huh. Okay. How long have you been doing photography?
I've been doing photography since I was a sophomore in high school, so that would take us back to about 2005.
Okay. Is that your primary art, or do you do other?
That's my primary art when I was in high school. When I went to college, I, of course, had to do a lot of other things. I did focus on photography, but I really enjoyed printmaking and sculpture as well.
Okay. Have you been involved in the sideshow before?
Yeah, this is my third year.
Third year. Okay. Anything else you want to tell us about yourself, where you're from, or anything?
I'm from Beaver Creek, Ohio, and these pictures are done with an infrared filter. It goes on the end of my lens for my Nikon D90, but it's almost like a black filter, and it only captures the infrared light, and so that's why you get the grass looking white and the very unique look.
Okay.
My name is Aaron Nahos. Yeah, I go to Sinclair University, and I've been studying art for the past year and a half, but I've been doing it my whole life.
Okay. What kind of art are you going to show us?
Mostly figurative elements of anatomy, and just I like to draw with charcoal, and I like to try to bring out the reality of life. Yeah,
Are these-
there's a couple of mine right there.
Okay. So mostly charcoal.
Yeah.
And how long have you been doing this kind of art?
This kind of art I've only been doing for probably the past year or so.
Okay.
And then other than that, it was mostly illustrative work before. Yeah.
And have you exhibited in the sideshow before?
No, this will be my first year participating with this sideshow, so I'm really excited for it.
Oh.
Looks like it's coming together awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else you want to tell us about yourself, where you're from, or anything?
I studied at Beaver Creek High School before this, and I've been on this path for almost a year now, and I'm gonna stick to it. I plan on doing big things, so we'll see.
Okay, well, great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sherry Emmons, and I am an artist. I do fine art as well as visual communications.
And what kind of art do you mostly?
I work in all mediums.
All mediums. Okay.
My art is mostly made out of recyclable material, wire hangers, newspaper, plastic bags, paper mache, just all kinds of things. This one won first prize at the Rosewood Center 2 years ago.
And
It's called Dogwood. There's over 500 leaves, all hand painted, all hand placed, and then all 50 flowers, all hand painted and all hand placed.
did you make the leaves? You
I
you
cut
up?
every individual leaf, every individual flower, and put them together.
And the grass,
The grass is just newspaper,
newspaper, shredded and.
shredded and
And then-
stuck. And this one behind you is called First to Fall. It's my fall
See,
scene.
there's one falling right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
And I have, I'm going to be doing all, for the most part, a theme of animals and wildlife and stuff like that. I made this last night, this lizard.
You made that last night.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
Thank you.
How long have you been doing this kind of art?
Well, let's see. I worked at Dorothy Lane Market for 10 years as their artist, and I did almost everything from window painting to chalkboards to visual communications. Then I got sick, and I no longer do that. Now I do my fine art as I can because I deal with a lot of disabilities.
Okay.
So, anything else?
Have you participated in the SideShow before?
No, this is my first year.
Okay. Are you doing anything other than the art in the SideShow?
Yes, I am. I'm going to be helping out on Friday, and my band plays on Friday as well for Evil Eye Gypsy.
Okay. They're a good band?
Oh yeah, we're okay.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi there.
Hi,
Hi, what's your name?
Neil Cheney.
Neil? And what kind of art do you do?
All kinds.
Okay.
At mixed media, mostly found art.
And what
exhibitions.
are you putting into the show there?
I just have a few paintings this year.
These here?
Yeah,
That's one of them? Okay. And is this oil or acrylic?
it's spray paint.
Spray paint.
Yeah.
Okay, it's different. And this is
That's also mixed media.
mixed. Okay, and how long have you been doing this kind of art?
About 5 years. I think this is my third sideshow, fourth sideshow.
Okay, that was
Yeah.
my next question. If you've been in, and you like doing the sideshow?
It's one of the best things I've been involved with.
Okay. And anything else about yourself you want to tell us about
My art.
your life or your art? Or?
Buy local art.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Hi there.
Hi,
And what's your name?
Jennifer Clark.
And what kind of art do you do, Jennifer?
I am a photographer.
Photographer. And so this is what you're putting in the show? Yeah.
Yes, this series is called Children in Water.
Looks familiar. Is this from Riverscape?
Yes. Actually, these were taken Memorial Day last year. Right after I got done with my first sideshow, I was just feeling really inspired and stimulated, and just a lot of creative ideas were flooding in. And I just, I was driving around Memorial Day weekend and thinking about, freedom, and I don't think there's anything more free than being a child and not having anything to worry about. So these kids kind of caught my eye, and I kind of wanted to be them for a few minutes. This photograph here actually won first place in the professional category for the City Folk photo contest recently. So that'll be on display downtown for Urban Nights and also during City Folk Festival in June.
Very nice. How long have you been doing photography?
Well, it's been a hobby of mine since I was a teenager. More recently, I've gotten a little bit more serious about it and tried to push myself to further my understanding of the technology and try to, just push it forward and create something, just put a message out there. Like, try to say something with my photographs instead of capturing something beautiful, say something beautiful.
Now, do you do digital or film?
Digital.
Digital. Okay, and you said this is your second SideShow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you have another series here in this SideShow also. What's the topic on that?
That features my music photography. Actually, another result of SideShow was meeting all the wonderful musicians that come together to participate in the event. And I just felt like the individuals here contribute something really special, and they all have this great ability to connect with their audience in a really meaningful way. And I try to capture that in the photographs, and also I try to catch those special moments of zen when a musician is at peace when they're performing and when they're united with their instrument, like their instrument is an extension of their body. So it just comes together in this magical, unified just element, and take a look for yourself.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I think that about covers it.
Well, great. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
So what is this about?
We're building a photo booth.
A photo booth?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your name?
Amy George.
Amy. And what's your name?
Ross Thompson. Ross Thompson.
Ross Thompson. And I know this.
Carolyn.
Carolyn. And you're all working together?
Yep.
Okay. And have you been in the SideShow before?
No.
No, this is your first SideShow?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
And how long have you been doing art?
I'm not an artist.
You're not an artist. You are an artist.
No, I'm an engineer and a science teacher, and she tells me all the time that I'm not an artist. But I found this, and I'm a geek, and I love to make things. And when I saw it, I'm like, I can do that. And so Ross and I and Carolyn decided we're gonna make it.
Okay, so it's going to be a working photo booth?
Yeah. Yeah, we're setting a projector up here so we can project above the photo booth.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know Carolyn's work is right beside it, so okay, so see that you're not the only family affair in this show, because there's another father-daughter on the other side of that screen too. So
yeah, we felt left out, so I had to get in the act. Those guys are talented, and I had to find something I could do to get involved.
well, great. Thank you. Hi there.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good. What's your name?
My name's Trish Calvert.
Trish. And what kind of artwork do you do?
Well, I do all kinds. I work with glass and metal, and I paint and sculpt. But today I just kind of threw together some glass and some metal. I'm gonna hang it from the ceiling.
Okay, it's like a mobile, or?
Yeah, it's kind of like a mobile. This is something I threw together.
Okay. How long have you been doing art?
Let's see, about 13 years.
Okay. And have you been in the SideShow before?
I have, yes. I've been in SideShow a couple times, yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to tell us about yourself or your art?
No, I don't think so.
Great. Well, thank you.
Thanks.
Hi there.
Hey.
Who are you?
Faye Zimmerman.
Faye, and what kind of art do you do?
I usually do installations.
So what is this? So this is an installation.
Yes, but it's not totally set up.
So what's going to happen? What can we expect?
Well, I have objects that are going to be put on here, and then there's a projection of it's sort of an exploration in like surface, like the body as a surface, and the materials I'm using is sort of reflecting that. I know my work usually deals with, it's very influenced by like feminist work from like the 70s and 80s. And so I have this piece, and I have another piece, and then I also have the paintings in the bathrooms. So you can kind of probably, after viewing all of those, tell sort of how they're related and how they're like influenced by like gender and like public versus private. Yeah. See that.
So how long have you been doing this kind of art?
Well, probably like 3 years. I went to OU, recently graduated with a BFA. So, yeah.
And is this your first sideshow, or have you been in?
It's my first sideshow, so I'm really excited to see everything up and going, and all the people and bands. And I definitely want to come back next year and make some other stuff.
Well, great. Well, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
I am, eventually. Hi there.
Hello.
What's your name?
My name's Jubal.
Jubal, and what kind of art do you do?
Mostly I just do sketches and then ink them. No rhyme or reason about it.
Oh, it's sketched and ink. You do the original sketches in pencil?
Yeah, in pencil, and then I just ink them over with some marker.
Okay. And how long have you been doing this?
This form, I guess I've been doing for maybe, I want to say 3 years. But, I mean, I've been interested in art my whole life. But this is the first year I've done SideShow, so this is the first time I actually made stuff for presentation.
Okay. Is there anything you want to tell me about your pieces? Anything special? Were there just sketches that you've inked?
Just stuff I do. I mean, there's no really overall theme. I just draw whenever I feel like it, and
okay.
Then if I like it, I keep it and put it up.
Okay. Anything else you want to say about yourself or your art, or?
Not really. I'm really excited. This is my first sideshow. I'm like the sideshow of the sideshow. I signed up really late and just jumped on board, but I'm excited to present with all these pros here.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
So, what is your name?
Jacoby Buchanan.
Jacoby. And so your art, what would you call this kind of art? Three-dimensional?
I guess, like a diorama.
Diorama, okay.
Interesting.
How long have you been doing this kind of art?
Honestly, I have, in my room when I was a little kid, I think I was maybe like 4 or 5, I made a house out of envelopes. It was like 2 envelopes and I glued them onto a shoebox or something like that.
Wow.
So I think I've been doing this since I was like...
Since you were...
yeah.
Okay. And then you've been doing art all your life then?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. And is this your first sideshow?
It is, actually.
Okay.
I just moved back from New York, so my mom's been doing this for a few years and talking about it a lot, so it's my first chance actually doing it.
Oh, great. You want to tell anything else about your art or about yourself?
Well, I guess, well, you know, I'm a dancer. I studied ballet for a really long time. You know, some of the same people. But yeah, I guess a lot of my stuff comes from just being in theater and kind of working on stage. And I started doing costumes because I choreographed and needed costumes for my own work. And sometimes I would need to make set pieces, and it just all kind of blended together. So yeah, I guess a lot of it's just theater.
As if you were making the props and the sets for the show. Yeah. This is great. Thank you.
But yeah, definitely.
What's your name?
My name's Delora Buford Buchanan.
Great. And what kind of art do you do, Delora?
Well, people know me for doing like paper sculptures out of paper bags, and I end up doing over 30 things with a paper bag. And so I do these abstract, long-legged things, and they're all over the place, stretched out of the giant paper bags to little paper bags. And then I paint. And so what I'm hanging right now is something I called Lifeline, the line I stand in for life. So this is my self-portrait. And the line that I'm in has t-shirts that mean things to me.
Uh-huh.
So everything from The Greatest Show on Earth, which I hope my life is going to be.
Okay.
To Rent and Les Mis and Aerosmith and Purple Rain and Audrey Hepburn and All You Need Is Love, Beatles. And so that's me in all of those ways.
different phases.
Yeah. And then my daughter Jacoby, who is a dancer, she's now a designer type. And so I painted a picture I saw of her on the internet, and she was at Coney Island. And then there she is. And she was standing with someone and said, Jacoby Buchanan in the Mermaid Parade. And then that's Jacoby dancing. And then I painted this one of a musician. His name is James Butler, and he goes to Sinclair. I was taking classes last year with him, and he was, in between class, he was playing cards, and I said, can I take a picture? And so he said yes, and then I painted him.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Oh, well, let me ask, how long have you been doing art? Both the paper bag and the painting?
The paper bag's maybe about 25 years. I started doing with my students, doing fish and things like that, and I kept on thinking, what else could I make with a paper bag? And I thought, I can make this and I can make that. And so then I made Jacoby when she was about 11, and it looked so real that I would go to doll shows where I made paper bag dolls, and she would sit there beside her portrait, and people would think it was real. It had glasses and the whole thing. So I still have that one.
Okay.
I do.
And have you been in the SideShow before?
About 8 of them.
8 of them.
Yes.
So this is the 8th?
Yes.
So you've been in every one of them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. 7 or 8.
Well, great. Well, thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
And two-dimensional work.
Sure, painting.
Painting.
Or drawing. Or
And that's what you're showing this time? Okay. And how long have you been doing art?
As long as I can remember.
So,
As long as I lied to my mother that I really drew it when I traced it and had to prove otherwise.
okay.
Yep.
And have you been in the SideShow before?
Yep. I ran the one at the Merc.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I was the one that destroyed that building for a while.
I remember that one. And is there anything else you want to tell me about your art? Or about you?
Just that I'm happy to be in the show this year and excited to share new work.
Great. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi,
So, who are you?
my name is Maggie Otterson.
Maggie. And Maggie, what kind of art do you do?
For the SideShow, I always do an installation. Well, almost always do an installation.
And what does that mean?
I guess anything you want it to be, really.
Okay. So, I see a bunch of things poking through cardboard here.
Right, this is the back side of this year's piece. And,
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Nobody really knows what I'm doing.
We'll wait and see it when it's
Yeah.
up on the wall.
All I can say is it's going to offend some people. Probably
And-
a lot of people.
Okay. How long have you been doing art?
Oh, gosh. 13. I started taking pictures, and I did photography until about a year ago is when I have not really done it as much. And then I started doing installation stuff when the first SideShow came along. It was the first time I did an installation. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, and I have a band.
Uh-huh.
So, triple threat, yeah.
So you've been in every SideShow?
Yes, I've been in every SideShow.
Every SideShow. Okay. You want to tell me any more about your art or about you or about the SideShow?
No.
That's it? All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
We'll see you Friday night.
Yeah.
Hi there. Who are you?
Hello, I am Rachel Randolphi.
And
Hello, I'm Jesse Carlsberger.
okay. Are you together or?
We're together on this piece. We're setting up over here.
Okay.
And actually, can you move?
I can come around. Oh my, dinosaurs.
And it's going to be enclosed, so we're still setting that up, but that's a nice little sneak peek.
Okay.
So that's what we did together. Jesse usually works.
I am an art student now, so I'm kind of doing a little bit of everything, but just recently got out of doing some sculpture in an academic setting, so we decided to apply what I was doing to this. So.
Great. And you work in?
And I also work in polymer clay and needle felting.
Uh-huh.
And so I'll make special details out of the polymer clay, and then I will needle felt over a wire armature skeleton so they can be posed.
And how long have you been doing this?
Oh, I think about 3 years now.
3 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you been in the SideShow before, either one?
No.
I've been in last year's SideShow.
Last year.
SideShow8artists.
Okay. And anything else you want to tell us about yourself or your art, where you're from, or anything like that?
Born and bred in Dayton.
Dayton?
I love it. So.
I was born in North Carolina, but lived here all my life, so.
Great.
proud to
Thank
be
you.
part of it.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi there.
How's it going?
Real good. So who are you?
I'm Laura Brooks.
Laura?
Brooks.
Brooks? And what kind of art do you do, Laura?
Well, I do a lot of like fun paper installations, but primarily I do landscape made of different fibers and fabrics, like a mixed media piece.
Oh my. And how long have you been doing this?
Well, I just got my degree in fine art painting last year, so I've been doing it forever, but professionally I'm pretty new.
From where did you get your degree?
Ohio University.
Oh, you. Athens.
Yeah.
My alma mater.
Best place on earth.
Okay. And have you been in the SideShow before?
I haven't. This is the very
Just the
first
first year. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you want to tell us about your art, about this piece? Anything specific? And you said it's fabric and.
Yeah, mostly just fabric and embroidery. Like all of
Embroidery.
this, everything is sewn on. Nothing is like glued to the fabric or to the canvas.
It's sewed to the.
Hmm. This is like an old dance costume I found, and then satin and all different kinds of fabrics that I've gotten from different thrift stores or purchased. So.
And the place?
Well, actually, I did the Appalachian Trail with my dad a couple years ago,
Uh-huh.
and I made this piece immediately afterwards. So I guess it was a little bit inspired by that, but I don't usually have a specific place that I do. But I do tend to stick with forests.
Okay.
I am Jessica.
Jessica, and what kind of art do you do, Jessica?
I do colorful paintings.
Paintings. And what kind of medium do you use?
I use acrylic.
Acrylic.
Yeah.
And how long have you been painting?
I would say on and off for a very long time.
Very
Since I was
long.
a kid, yeah.
Since you were a kid, okay.
But, you know, I'll take a year break here and there.
And have you been in the SideShow before?
No, I've been here, but I haven't been in it.
Been in the show, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very colorful, very colorful. And what inspires you to do this? I mean, is there something?
No, I mean, I guess experiences in life that stand out from the rest, you know?
Okay.
Where you feel alive and you're like, I want to do something now about it.
Okay. Anything else you want to tell us about yourself? Or,
No.
Well,
That's
great.
all.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
So who are you?
My name is Summer Fig.
And what kind of art do you do?
Primarily sculpture. I like to work with acrylic and oil paint as well, and found objects.
And these sculptures are what you're putting in the show, right?
Mm-hmm. These were inspired by just wanting to do a lighthearted series on hope, and several of my friends got together with me and they let me cast different parts of their body. These three let me do their faces. One friend let me do her feet. I just really enjoy working with plaster and other natural objects like sticks and moss, and bringing them together. Just makes a really peaceful, fun to look at work.
How long have you been doing this kind of work?
Since high school. It's been about 15 plus years.
Okay. And have you been, is this your first year in the SideShow, or have you been
It's
in?
my second.
Second year, okay. Anything else you want to tell us about yourself or your art?
I can't really think of anything. Just really enjoyed doing this series. It was a a lot of fun.
Okay. And you're going to add some more. Oops.
These are my friend's feet. And I'm cutting out pages to make some leaves.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I don't want to be on video.
So you want to just talk?
I can talk. I mean, if you
Okay.
want
Yeah. So what's your name?
some of the artwork. I'm Gary Mitchell from Dayton, Ohio.
And your art is photography?
Photography.
Okay. And how long have you been doing photography?
Pretty much all my life. My father's a photographer, so I kind of grew up taking pictures. And I started doing the fine art nude work about 2007.
2007. Okay.
Right.
So did you study photography, or is it something you said your father was a
Well,
photographer?
I've been kind of a lifelong student. I took a couple classes in college, and but mostly self-taught.
Is it your profession? Is it?
It's related to my profession, but it's not my full time.
Okay. And have you participated in the SideShow before?
Yeah, this is my second one.
Second SideShow. Okay. Anything else you want to tell us about your art?
Beware, it's dangerous, I'm told.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Who are you?
I'm Gary Blowers.
And what kind of art do you do, Gary?
Interactive installations.
Interactive installations. And how long have you been doing that?
It's for about 3 years. I just got out of grad school, and that was my main project.
Where did you go to grad school?
Ohio University.
OU. There must be 5 or 6 OU people here in this SideShow. Okay. And do you do other art besides installations?
Yeah, I do paintings, which there will be some paintings here for the actual show. They're going to hang on the fence.
Okay. And have you been in the SideShow before?
This is my fourth one.
Fourth SideShow. Okay. And would you like to tell us any more about yourself as an artist or an artist?
I'm just interested in making interactions where people help create the art.
Okay. And is there anything special we should know about the one you're making for this show?
This one I see as I call it a musical conversation. It's a conversation between the viewers and the piece, as well as the two pieces between themselves.
Okay. So we're going to go inside. I'm going to shoot some more video of that piece inside. Thank you. How does this work?
It'll be working better by the show.
Oh, okay. And so, and it's something that the audience is supposed to do. Wonderful. Okay.
Yeah, eventually this is going to be also in a show in Cleveland.
Where at?
The Sculpture Center.
In
Cleveland.
In Cleveland. Okay.
It'll be a bigger version of this, but it's kind of a test run.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi.
Who are you?
I am Lissa Lush.
Lissa Lush. And what is your role in the SideShow?
I help with the fundraiser CraftyCon.
Okay.
That was a collection of vendors, and the vendors were demonstrating their crafts at the booth, the things that they make. And we also had Battle of the Crafters on the stage, where people formed teams and they had a theme that they had to create a craft, kind of like a mashup of a Iron Chef and those competition type shows.
And this was to raise money for the SideShow.
Yes.
And so you're the merchandising guru for the site.
Well, yeah, I was part of the team. There were quite a few of us, 7 maybe, I think, on the team.
Okay.
And we had to jury the booths, because we have so many applicants, we have to have a wide variety of people. We can't have like all jewelry booths or all, you know, purses or whatever. So we have to, you know, jury the booths and, you know, get everybody set up. They pay their booth fee, and the booth fee is what raises money along with concessions.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, how long have you been helping with the SideShow?
Helping with really maybe the past like 3 or 4 years. I did some volunteer work before, but last year I started, you know, we did the first CraftyCon last year, and I really wanted to help with that this year.
Great. Thank you.
Hi.
Who are you?
I'm Sybil Lakshmi McLeod.
And what kind of art do you do?
Well, I use dry media, and for the SideShow I've used color pencil and graphite. So.
Color pencil and
Graphite. Yes.
Okay. And how long have you been doing this kind of art?
I haven't done this in a while. I used to draw in high school and early on in college, and this is the first time I'm actually showing. And how long have I done it? There was a big gap in the middle, so this is the first time I'm actually showing. Yeah.
Tell me about your art. I mean, is it realistic? Is it persons?
It's mostly the art that I have done. It's mostly realistic, but there's also some surrealism. I've included one piece in the SideShow that's going to be published as part of, it's an illustration for my husband's book, and I have some others that are also illustrations.
You want to tell us anything else about yourself or your art?
I think I'm good.
Okay, well, thank you.
All right.
Hi there.
Hi.
What's your name?
I'm Bill Tipton.
Bill, and what kind of art do you do?
Bright. Psychedelic.
Bright, psychedelic.
Colorful. Anything that'll make me happy.
And what do you use?
These are watercolor and marker. I also have some oils and acrylics I'll be showing.
Okay. How long have you been doing art?
As long as I can remember.
Okay.
And I came to the SideShow last year, and it was kind of a mind-blowing experience, so I decided to come back because I fell in love with it.
Okay, so this is your first time showing here.
First time showing, second time showing up.
Wonderful. Okay. Anything else you want to tell us about yourself or your art? I see animals in all of them. Is that...
Somewhat, yeah.
So
crazy animals, just imagination going crazy.
Right.
Hopefully you guys enjoy the art and enjoy the side.